Underhyped. So you want to know about Guilty EDP, a dark, masculine scent not for the faint of heart. Now this isn't your inky or gothic dark, probably one of the most realistic roses I've ever smelled. But I don't mean your typical rose floral sweet fragrance either. You might struggle to find that if you're looking for it in this fragrance. Bitter and enigmatic. This is avant-garde in every aspect. It smells like rose you'd find at a florist. Just picture walking into the store, the air saturated with the scent of fresh cut green grass that's verdant and melancholic. Green leaf volatiles. That's what gives off that fresh cut grass smell. It's a plant's self-defense mechanism, which is also why floral shops smell very heavily of that scent. So if you've ever bought roses or other flowers at a floral shop, you know what I'm talking about. And that's what this fragrance smells like. A fresh bouquet of roses, still green, metaphorically and literally speaking. They have yet to settle into that symbol for declarations of love. Right now, they're still fresh. The atomizer, it's nice, definitely not a spitter. The bottle, I actually love these bottles. The flat, tall type, they're great for the stacking domino side effect. And I know, that always has its risk, but it saves a lot of space. As well, it has a very nice feel in your hand, almost like a flask, which could be nostalgic for some folks. This fragrance does open up with a very unique blast of vinegar. It's like huffing vinegar fumes. It doesn't smell balsamic to me, it's not sweet enough. But the fragrance in general isn't very sweet. It's a very sour and green scent. It's got some chili peppers, giving it a slight spicy edge. There's a hint of rose, but again, don't expect this to be your typical rose fragrance. Combine it with the aforementioned sour aromatic green scent, and that hint of rose is where the image of a fresh cut rose comes to mind. Now I actually find the Drydown very similar to a lot of other fragrances, while not being so at the same time. It's got a very chafe, aromatic, scratchy scent typical of lavender, and you probably could pick up a little bit of neroli, maybe orange blossom. I personally don't pick up much of it. It's faint if anything in the background. There is this woody, nutty, and bitter scent. It smells a lot like designer patchouli or cedar. This is almost your typical shower gel, but amber short of being one. The fragrance was probably more unorthodox back then because men can't wear roses, but you know what? Even nowadays, some guys seem to struggle with the idea of wearing a rose fragrance. Roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. But don't worry, this isn't, like I said, your atypical rose. This is a signature scent for a guy who wants to smell dark and mysterious. I'm actually very dark and twisty. Bitterness, it really does link your mind to a dark, almost poison-like scent. It's very unique to the nose.
Meant for someone who isn't afraid to stand apart from the crowd.
This scent goes great with darker clothing, lots of black, and great for most occasions. The only downside is the performance isn't the best. I only get about 4 to 5 hours before it's completely a skin scent. And that's a little less than average based on the community consensus, but not by much. So again, don't expect a beast mode fragrance. But if you don't mind reapplying, then definitely something you should give a sample at your local Sephora. I honestly think this is super underrated, underhyped. This entire line in general is underrated, partially because they're a little bit expensive even on discounters, which is probably why they're not talked about more. But anyways, that is my review of Guilty EDP. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to be base, and I will see you guys in the next one.